just tuning in, of course, we are broadcasting live from the Best Western Belize Biltmore Plaza. It is a very special morning for us. We could not ask for a more beautiful morning.
It is a wonderful morning in the city, of course, and of course, being right here at the Best Western Belize Biltmore Plaza even complemented to the extent. We're looking forward to a wonderful show this morning, like we mentioned, and of course, we're about to get the first segment started.
That's right, and it is the time for the big reveal. And we have with us on set Romeo Escobar. He is the National Director for the Miss Universe Belize franchise. And Romeo, good morning, and thank you for being with us.
And of course, welcome.
It's good to be back with you guys.
It's nice to see you, of course. We know it was a few months ago whereby you were in the studio. We were in the studio and, of course, had that conversation on what exactly you wanted. Romeo, have you found what you were looking for?
We found it. I'm really excited to introduce the 11 young ladies competing for Miss Universe Belize. I think all of you will be excited as well.
How many women came out to audition for the pageant?
A total of 32 young ladies applied. We had to narrow it down to 11. So these 11 young ladies that were selected are it.
Belize is a country of beauty. We're a country poised. We're a wonderful people. How hard was it for you to eventually narrow it down to 11?
It was very hard. It was an extensive process of interviews and background checks and social media checks. And so as I told these young ladies, you were single-handedly chosen to be here. So it's a big deal.
Yeah. And before we move into the reveal, let's just have people understand what was the final selection criteria. What were you looking for from these ladies?
Well, of course, we have to follow certain regulations that are given to us by Miss Universe, the organization, which is you have to be between the ages of 18 to 28. You can never have been married, never had children. There's no height or weight requirement, which is exciting. And most importantly, you have to have country pride. These young ladies, whoever wins, will represent us not only here in Belize, but internationally. So it's a big deal.
All right, it's definitely a big deal. And ladies and gentlemen, we're about to meet these beautiful young ladies.
That's right. So we won't waste any more time because we know that's what you're waiting for. We are going to meet them. They're gonna come out one at a time and they're gonna receive their sashes. There are 11 ladies. And we're starting off with Kayla Awe.
Come on, join in, feel free. I said tonight I'm not drinking, but watching you girls got me thinking.
All right, and of course, here we go with Alicia Banner.
Can't even lie, I'm drunk off you girl. Your wine got me tipsy. When you turn and you dip your eye. Your wine got me tipsy. The way you're moving your hips,
Next up, we have Nicole Hamilton.
Your wine got me tipsy. Your way you lick your nose lips, wine got me tipsy.
Next up, we have Jenelli Fraser.
When the lights go down, and everyone's sleeping, and there's no one around. Girl, you know what I'm thinking. Whenever you finish with the clubbing, are you gonna come to the mansion?
Be a part of this pageant. And another contestant that we can introduce to you this morning is Kelsey Tillett.
I just wanna give you some love. I just wanna flex and put it on. Drop your guards, don't worry. Just let it go.
And Kelsey is followed by Kiah Pastor.
When the lights go down, wine every wine to the ground.
Actually, I was corrected there. Her name is actually Kiah.
Hey.
I feel like the pageant is on already.
Yes. Oh, we're going to get all those details. Next up, we have Ashley Reid.
Go down, my girl, my girl.
And up next, we've got Shante Morgan.
Bear gal inna the army. When we step inna the party, I wanna up on the yardie. Watch me dancing on you. Music, Nicolada down now. I love the
All right. 3 more ladies that you get to meet. Next up is Christalyn Castillo.
She's being followed by Selena Urias. I don't know if you could feel it, but it feels like 12 midday. It's hot in here.
And last but certainly not least, our final contestant for this year's Miss Universe Belize is Jessica Flores.
All right. At its best, to 11 beautiful Belizean ladies. My gosh, I feel like it's on already, so I could just imagine what it's going to be on the date when that pageant will be held right here at the Best Western Belize Whitmore Plaza.
Yes, it's official, ladies. All of Belize knows now. You can have just a small sigh of relief because there's a lot more work to come.
All right, so I'll tell you what, let's jump on over to the ladies. You tell me your name, tell us your name, and of course, if you're from district or just give us a little about you.
Good morning, Belize. My name is Jenelli Fraser, 26 years old, from Belize City.
All right.
Good morning, Belize and beyond. My name is Nicole Hamilton. I'm 24 years old and from the old capital, Belize City.
Wow.
Good morning, Belize. My name's Alicia Banner. I'm also from Belize City and also living in Kiah, San Ignacio.
Beautiful.
Good morning, Belize. My name is Kayla Awe, and I am from the beautiful Bay of Corozal, and I am 18 years old.
All right.
Good morning, Belize. My name is Kelsey Tillett. I am 19 years old, and I'm from the beautiful Belize City.
All right, and we move on over
to the end.
Yeah.
Hello, Belize. My name is Jessica Flores, and I'm from Belmopan.
Good morning, Belize. My name is Selena Urias, and I am from the Jewels, Belize.
All right.
Good morning, Belize. How are you guys doing? My name is Christalyn Castillo, and I am from Stan Creek.
Good morning, Belize. My name is Shante Morgan. And I'm from the beautiful city of Belize.
Right.
I'm 21 years old.
Good morning, Belize. My name is Ashley Reid, and I'm from Belize City.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kiah Pastor. I am 19 years old, and I hail from our nation's capital, Belmopan.
All right.
Okay. See, I can imagine all of you saying it on stage already.
Yes. We knew that the practice sessions are on, of course, because we could actually see it. But one thing that we noticed that is there as well, some butterflies. Everybody nervous? How are we feeling this morning? How are you feeling this morning?
Shaking.
And for you?
I'm a bit nervous, actually.
That's all right. You'll get lots of practice between now and the pageant to be able to be ready for the stage. But I want to find out what prompted you to audition or to apply for this year's pageant. And I'm just going to go randomly with Ashley. Mix it up a bit.
Yeah.
Well, I decided to join this pageant because I wanted to break the societal standard of beauty, and I would like to set and create a new perspective of the ideal woman, one which is independent and career-oriented.
All right, excellent. Let's
Over
choose.
on this side, Ms. Awe.
Well, my aspiration for this pageant was because ever since I was little, it's been a dream to be in pageantry.
Okay.
And I've done a couple pageants before this, and Miss Belize has been the ultimate pageant I've set my mind to get. So it's a dream I've been living since I was little, so I'm trying to accomplish it now.
Excellent. So while you've got the microphone, tell us about the support that you're receiving.
Family support, my sponsors. I have a lot of support. Since I am the only one from the North, I have the North supporting me, and they're so excited.
All right, let's go to Christalyn. Tell me.
I know you've seen me before.
Yes.
I have a love for pageantry. I love being on stage. I love meeting new people, and I believe this is an opportunity to do new things, meet new people, go new places. And when I heard about this opportunity, I decided, hey, why not? I've done it before, I can do it again.
All right, Christalyn, tell you what, we know that Dangriga, or Southern Belize actually, the Stann Creek district, is famous for pageantry as well. And what does that do for your confidence?
Actually, one thing I have learned, they taught me never underestimate your competition. So while we have a lot of wins under our belts, I still have respect for all these young ladies out here. They're so beautiful, so confident. So in a way, while I may be confident as well, I don't underestimate any one of them.
Excellent. There you go.
All right, I want someone to answer me who feels that people will be very surprised that you put yourself forward for a pageant.
Anybody?
Who wants to jump in with that story?
All right, here we go.
All right, pass the mic over, yeah.
Well, it was hard in the first place, keeping it a secret. Yeah, you were so excited that you wanted to tell your friends, your family, people who have supported you before. I've done pageants before, but it's been a couple years since I've been back on the stage, so you asked for it, here I am again.
All right, let's get Shante. You need your
Sorry, it was hard. As I said, it was hard to keep it a secret because I wanted to tell my friends and some of my family members. Now they know, and I'm happy they know now. They can be like more supportive, and now like they can help me work towards my dream.
You know, many a times when you venture off into pageantry or whatever you're doing, there is always something that you get out of it. Anybody, what do you think that you'll be getting out of it?
You get confidence, a great opportunity to be an advocate to others, and a positive role model, and also get to meet new people. That's what I like. I'm a very friendly and outgoing person, so I love meeting new people and get the opportunity just to like help people. That's like one of my main goals.
All right.
That I want to do.
All right. So there you go.
With the mic over here, let's talk about what your primary motivation is.
I think my primary motivation would be just changing the misconception that people have of pageant girls. I think they feel that it's just about makeup and heels and getting on stage. Trust me, that in itself is a lot of work. But for me, just like I said, changing the perspective of individuals, that it is more than physical appearance. It's about being beautiful and confident and being able to present yourself in a respectable manner and respect your country as well. So, you know, that's my goal. Just changing the misconception of what people have as pageant girls.
You know, I really and truly respect your thoughts because it's definitely something that people should have in mind.
Right.
Now, what I'd like to find out, though, and I'll just pick out randomly.
Selena.
Yes, Selena. What was it like for you when you found out that you were chosen?
Well, I must say I felt very proud, not only for myself, but for my country. Also knowing that as a little girl, it's every girl's dream to become Miss Universe or, you know, be a part of such pageant. So that was a dream come true for me. And also because it goes beyond that. It is through this pageant that I will be able to represent not only my people, but its culture, on an international stage, which will make a difference, and also to empower young women and children in our country to be a voice for our people, basically.
Wow.
Let's pass it right over to Jessica on the end. And the same thing for you. Same question for you.
What did you do when you found out? How did you feel when you found out that, you know what, you're a part of this?
When I got the call, I was actually sleeping, and I looked at my phone because I wasn't hearing a voice at the other end. I looked at my phone and it said Miss Universe Belize, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, hello, and they're like, congratulations, you're a contestant in the Miss Universe Belize, and I was so excited. I sat up on my bed and I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Yes, and I had to tell my best friend. Her name is Kayla Awe. After I come off the phone, I told her, because she's my biggest support.
Yeah.
And she started crying and she was like, oh my gosh, Jessica, this is big. And I was like, oh yes, it is. I was so happy.
Oh my goodness. Romeo, you keep waking up people in the morning when they're taking naps. But imagine that, you're being awoken for good news, right? All right.
So let's have Alicia in now, and I want to find out, what would you say you represent in this group of women here? What are you bringing to the table that perhaps they don't possess?
Well, honestly, it's the first time I ever joined a pageant. It was a great, exciting news to find out to be a part of it, and as well to be here with these beautiful women as well. But I really have a passion for volunteering with kids, with different organizations, you know, inspiring them with their education, their passion for sports and their different activities. So I wanted to bring like a positive light and also use this as a way to just communicate and connect with these kids and these youths as well, and just show what Belize has to offer in beauty and in activities. And I'm a very adventurous person too, so I love traveling, and I major in tourism. So, so I'm excited, and I'm just here to use this as a way to just continue my passion for volunteering and just to represent our country in the best and good way.
Okay.
You know,
Okay, well, actually, I want to be a pediatrician in the future. And my passion has always been for children and kids, especially babies, and everything that is happening to children in our community today. I want us to have a positive effect, and I want to bring this to this pageant. Like, I want to show it to the community. Like, I want to be the advocate for children.
Yeah. Okay.
That's lovely.
So we hear quite a bit of advocacy. We hear some people wanting to break the beauty molds. Romeo, your girls have made their debut. What are your thoughts at this point?
Well, what are your thoughts? Aren't they great?
I'll tell you what, they're all lovely. They're all confident.
Yeah.
Confidently beautiful. That's our slogan.
Yeah. Now, as they start to prepare for the pageant, what's going to happen with the girls after today when they've made their debut?
After today, the next steps is practice, practice, practice. They all know. I will give them a schedule for the next 2 months. It's all about practicing choreography on the stage and preparing for that final night on August 25th.
All right, excellent. So in terms of practice sessions, are all practice sessions going to be held right here at home, or do we take them to expose them as well?
All practices will be here in Belize City. And I will also be sitting down with them individually to make sure that they're prepared for the question and answer round, which is extremely important as well.
Of course. And you're getting a first taste of that now. Now I want to talk about the changes that we've seen globally with pageants. And several of you have said it, that there is a transition away from what was considered the standard beauty, from the weight and height to now even removing swimsuit rounds and formal wear. What are your thoughts on how the rest of the world seems to be moving and how they choose their beauty ambassador? Anybody who's ready grabs the mic.
Anybody? There you go. Ms. Castillo.
I love the way the world is moving, because at first we tend to stick to traditional ways of doing things, and diversity is something that I am open to, because there is more than one way to get something done. And to just do something differently and accomplishing the same thing, and sometimes it's even better, sometimes it's faster, sometimes it's more efficient. So to diversify and to change the way things are being done, I think we need more of that here in Belize, so that when we represent, we can stand out on the big stage, because we don't want to blend in, we want to stand out, right? So I think the diversity of how things is being done, it's an awesome way.
Anyone else? To the end?
With the changes that's been happening with pageantry, I think we should embrace it. For me, I think I represent one of that change, and that would be the weight. You know, I'm not the standard weight for a beauty pageant. But for me, it's more than physical beauty. It should be something, you know, internal, and being able to represent your country on stage and not focusing, because I think for pageantry, especially with the swimsuit, sometimes it tends to be over-sexualized, and women feel that they need to show more skin in order to be recognized. And I think we need to remove, not necessarily remove, but just change the focus from that and more something mentally as like what you have to offer and just being confident.
Yeah.
Did you have any reservations in applying for Miss Belize because you may have thought maybe you weren't going to be the right size?
Right. I didn't have reservations. I figured that it was an opportunity to show people that it's okay to be different.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay to stand out.
Now he's here to work along with you. What does that do for you, knowing that you're working along with somebody who's been doing this, working along with professionals, celebrities? What does that do for you? Anybody?
I think that it gives us an opportunity to be noticed. And this is something that we've been on the back burner for years. And I mentioned in my audition that I appreciate that, you know, they took the time, and as well that it's not solely about just the beauty pageant, but being able to do community service, because I think that's a big part of who you are and, you know, and what you represent. So I appreciate them taking the time and coming and just changing the perspective of people about what beauty pageant is in Belize.
Anybody? Sure.
Well, first of all, I'm happy that he didn't give up on the Miss Universe pageant, because I know we went through a lot of phases with the pageant world, especially Miss Universe pageant, the Miss Universe pageant. So I'm happy that he came back and believed in Belize, and that we could do it and represent Belize very great. And I feel comfortable working with him and more confident because he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he's really a positive person. He's always smiling, and it makes us feel very comfortable and welcome.
So far.
Yes.
Till the pressure's on for the pageant.
There you go.
But let's move it right over to Ashley, right? Okay. So you're all confident women, but the most confident people have insecurities. This is going to be a very rigorous process, a very public process. What are you most apprehensive about in this journey to the stage?
Well, mostly because, like, I don't have the ideal look of a pageant woman, person whatsoever. So it's like facing what, you know, other people's opinion. Okay, well, I don't have hair passing my shoulders, you know, all of those stuff. Because you don't usually see, like, short hair girls coming up for the pageants and stuff like that. So that is the main reason I came. So, you know, I can show that your hair has nothing to do with how you stand out and how beautiful you are.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh.
And anybody else? Let me see. Kayla, tell me, what are you most apprehensive about in this process?
Well, I am a short girl, and pageant girls and runway girls are usually tall, over 5'5". So I think that is what I'm most apprehensive about, my height, because, you know, I've heard all my life, oh, you'll never make it to a runway because you're too short. You need higher heels, you need... So I think that short girls do have a chance as well, right? Being short has nothing to do with how intelligent you are or how beautiful you are or how your positivity is.
All right, my gosh.
And over to the end, Selena.
Well, I would say also, even though you're slim, many times they tend to have a certain vision of a pageant girl. They'd say, yes, you're slim, but probably you need more curves, you need more of this. But now I know that what it takes is actually effort. Now it's a change in lifestyle that probably you have to spend a few more hours in the gym than you did before. Maybe you have to change your meal plan. It's going to be totally different. Yeah. The way you act, the way you treat people out there, either in the workplace, even right here with us, friends, family. It's basically a change of attitude. That would be something I'd be more apprehensive about, because maybe I'd feel I give up at some point because I'm not used to it. But definitely it is something that we can get used to if we put our effort towards it.
Definitely. You know what? So far, so good in terms of standing out. We've talked about hair and why she joined.
Yeah.
We've talked about the size of the individual in terms of the slimness and curves. We've talked about the weight of the individual in terms of might not have the proper weight or what it was back then. We've talked about the height. I am not tall enough. Romeo, it simply means that something is being done the proper way. What do you say to young ladies or young men or youths on a whole who does not feel confident in terms of how they are in themselves?
Well, it goes back to the old saying that says, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but really it's how you feel inside. And I'm really proud of all of these young ladies because they are all beautiful in their own way, and that's why they were chosen. So to everyone I say, you know, just be confident in yourself. It doesn't matter who you are, just be proud.
Yeah. Now, I want to, these two girls I can't see as well because they're being blocked, so I want to get you into the conversation. And we are talking about confidence, and you had to have the confidence, get the mic, you had to have the confidence to apply for the pageant. What would you say to young girls about how to develop that sense of confidence in yourself to try for anything, a job, a specific career, or Miss Universe Belize?
Well, actually, for me, I had to develop this confidence, and I thought, yes, people will probably say, oh, she can't do it, oh, she's too short, and actually, you need to love yourself in order to do something. So if you have that high self-esteem, that high self-confidence, you can do anything you want to do.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, I really believe that I do have what it takes to be Miss Universe Belize, but it was more other people telling me that, oh, you should wait, or maybe this isn't for you. And I had to trust the feeling that I had in my heart. And I always tell my girls, because I have a youth program, and I always tell them that don't let your circumstances define you. It doesn't matter where you currently live, if you're not the richest person in Belize, the most prettiest. Trust the process and trust your drive. Always believe in what you could do and always follow your dreams. Like, never be afraid to go for what you want. Be confident in every step that you take in life.
Wow.
Now, you've been officially revealed as contestants for Miss Universe Belize. Now all of Belize will start to weigh in and pick their favorites, and the competition starts. How prepared are you for the opinions, for the different feedback that you're going to get from the public? You do realize that that is going to be a part of this process. And what have you said to yourself as to how you're going to deal with it? Right there, yeah.
Well, regarding the public, I believe in constructive criticism, and I decided a long time ago, from I matured, that confidence is key in life. Confidence is all I need to go where I want to go. So regardless of public opinion, regardless of what it is, if it's not positive, then all right, everyone is entitled to their opinion. But for Nicole, if you know Nicole Hamilton, I have a lot of confidence. My self-esteem is up there. So for me, it's like, thank you for whatever compliments you give me. Thank you for whatever critique you'll give me, because I'm sure those are to come. But just know that I have confidence. I have self-esteem. So I'm here and I'll do it because I like it and I want to do it.
All right.
How prepared are you for the public feedback?
Well, I believe social media does play a really huge role in pageantry because you do need to market yourself, represent yourself the best way you can. And there will always be what some may say trolls, people who just love to give negativity. It may not be anything personal against you, but they just love to give feedback just to say something, you know? So I believe that focus on training, focus on preparing for the pageant. What people say about me, well, the negative things people say about me won't help me. So therefore, I need to remain focused. It's really easy to get caught up in social media, but the real work is how I train, how I practice and what I do the night of the pageant, not what I do on social media.
Okay, Christalyn has something?
When I was in high school for devotion, they told us a story about a frog. This frog wanted to reach all the way to the top of the tree. And this frog was, the frog couldn't hear well. So if you're shouting at him, probably you won't catch certain things. So this frog was climbing and everyone was yelling at this frog, "You can't do it, you can't do it." But all the frog heard was cheering, and he thought that everyone was motivating him to reach the top. And the moral of the story is they will have a lot of noise in the market, but it's how you view those opinions and how you take those opinions and how you work around it, that depends on you. And once if you're confident enough to do whatever you want to do, whether the opinion is negative, whether it's just normal, or whether it's positive, you will make the best of it, and you will reach the top of the tree. So for me, I'll be that frog, and I'll be deaf to negativity, and I'll pretend like people is cheering me on so that I can reach the top.
My God.
All right.
I'll tell you, while we're listening to what these young ladies have got to say, I don't want to be a judge that night.
So talk to us about the preparation from the organization standpoint as we lead up to the pageant. People want a transparent pageant. They want to know that the final choice is going to be one that is looking at a holistic representative.
Yes, as I've explained to all of them, they've all been chosen for a reason. I would be happy with any one of them winning. It's not up to me, it's not up to the organization, it's up to the judges that night. So all I can ask of all of them is to give their best, and it will be a transparent pageant. There will be judges, and it will be up to them. So just all I say is give it your best.
And the pageant is scheduled for August
25th, right here at the Biltmore, starting at 6:30. Tickets are already on sale starting today. You can pick them up at all Pink locations, San Ignacio, San Pedro, and right here in Belize City, and also at Lush Spa, who's one of our sponsors.
Excellent. And they're going for how much?
$35, and get them now because they're going fast.
Definitely.
And ladies, that is quickly approaching. And I imagine there's some more public appearances. When does the public get to meet the girls?
Most of the public appearances will be in August leading up to the pageant.
Okay.
For the next 2 months, it's all about preparation, both with choreography, staging, and interviews. So there's going to be a lot of public activities, but leading up to the pageant, so stay tuned.
All right.
So it seems that you all are really friendly with each other, and I'm glad to know that. But it is a competition, and only one of you can be crowned Miss Universe Belize. And we have 5 minutes left, and I want to give you each an opportunity to tell me why you feel you are best fit to be Belize's beauty ambassador at the Miss Universe pageant.
All right.
Go ahead.
I believe that I am best fit for Miss Universe Belize pageant because I am full of confidence and I stand for something. I believe in healthy mind, and I would like to help kids. And I believe that I have everything that a Miss Universe contestant and a queen should have.
All right.
I want to be your next Miss Universe because being a Miss Universe goes beyond just having a crown, but more being a voice in my community, especially in Belize. I want to be a voice for your children, for all those women out there who are suffering at this time, especially young women. And also because I'm a very independent woman. At this point, I'm also a foster parent looking after my siblings. And it's the same approach I want to have with many children who may be suffering poverty at this time or who may also be living without parents. Thank you.
3 words: positivity, perseverance, and persistence. All those words are things, all those things are things that I acquire and I have. And I think for someone to be Miss Universe or someone to be a queen or any other ordinary person, those 3 things are very important. I have worked with a lot of young children. I have worked with teenagers in my community. I have worked with teenage mothers. I am still working with teenage mothers. And being the next Miss Universe will broaden my horizon. I can reach out to more people. I get more appearances, people know me more, and then the community will come and help me do those projects. And for that reason, I want to be your next Miss Universe.
Okay, I want to be the next Miss Universe because of what it stands for. Really, it stands for not only yourself, it stands for helping others and like just being a positive role model to others and just reaching out to others. And I believe the love I have for people makes me pretty well qualified to be that in that position. And anyone that knows me knows that I am very against poverty, and that's what I want to focus on and stand for, and diminish as much as I can. And that's the first thing I will do as the next Miss Universe. And I believe that Belize needs the next Miss Universe to be in that position.
Okay.
Thanks.
I would like the opportunity to become the next Miss Universe Belize because I stand for a change and I would love to see it in our community. Also because I want the younger children to know especially that we do not have to be a product of our environment, and being different is beautiful regardless of, you know, your traits, your character, and different features. So it's basically just to show everyone that you are strong, and you know, standing up, making a difference will change the world. You won't be able to change just following what everyone else is doing. So it's better to stand out than to blend in.
Well, I believe that being Miss Universe Belize would not only be an honor, but a privilege. It would be an honor to represent my country on that international stage, but it would also be a privilege to have a job that is to inspire others. So not only would I love to take my Dear Teenage Girls program outside of Belmopan and spread it all across Belize and do tours in different areas in the country, but I would like to continue to push my message and let girls know that they can do whatever they put their mind to, and to always be confident in who they are and respect themselves and love themselves. And I am a hard worker, I'm very determined, and I am passionate about every single thing that I do.
All right. Wow.
Okay, bring the mic on this end, yeah.
I want to be the next Miss Universe Belize because I do believe that it goes beyond the Krung as well as the other females. I'm this 5 feet 2 inches short girl that have a huge heart, and I want to show Belize, and I want to give back, especially to the children and babies in this country.
All right.
Well, I want to be the next Miss Belize because, as I said before, it's always about you can't do a pageant because you're too short, you're too fat, you're too thin. And back home, I try to inspire other girls to try pageantry because it helps them, you know, be more confident, and like the slogan, confidently beautiful.
Yeah.
So if I would be the next Miss Belize, I would definitely work against that, helping girls with their confidence, because they're always, you know, thinking that they can't do something because of something. And it shouldn't be like that. So I would work towards, you know, helping young girls be more active in pageants and be more confident in themselves.
Well, I would love to be the next Miss Universe Belize because I currently represent my country by, like I said before, volunteering with my youths and kids and stuff. I want to continue to inspire them. I want to let them know that you can turn all negativity into something positive. Just keep drive, keep push through for what you believe in. And I actively already represent my country by just, you know, networking with kids, networking with the different organizations. But I want to reach out to the public and influence our other fellow Belizeans and our other youths to come out and be a positive light on our kids, be a positive light on our youths, because we need to do it together. So I think I would be the best fit for Miss Universe Belize to bring that to the table, and as well to continue build confidence and continue to break those stereotypes.
All right.
Hi again, Belize. What makes me fit to be the next Miss Universe Belize is that I'm a very driven person, I'm positive, and I'm passionate about every and anything I do. So it doesn't matter, I'd say, what I need to undertake, I don't give up, I persevere. And the stereotype doesn't stop me from pursuing anything I want. So it's basically me bringing diversity to the world, to Belize, destroying stereotypes, and proving to the world that there's no obstacle in my way, in your way, and fear is the biggest obstacle because fear and obstacles are excuses to go for what you want. So I'm bringing my confidence, and that's what makes me fit to be the next Miss Universe Belize.
All right. And finally.
Final. I think given the opportunity to represent your country is a privilege, like what Kiah mentioned, and I'm looking forward to assertively using this opportunity as a platform to touch on two very sensitive topics, and that would be mental health awareness as well as gender-based issues. I think those are topics in Belize that really need attention. So given the opportunity to be the next Belize, I would like to be the ambassador. I would be happy to express myself, like I said, assertively. And I think it's imperative that I focus on being great, holistically speaking, that is mentally, physically, emotionally, and that way I can represent my country well, and like I said, change a misconception of what a beauty queen should be. Thank you.
All right.
And there you have it, Belize. Romeo, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anything you'd like to say to Belize once again before we close off?
Get your tickets, again, available in Pink stores and at Le Spa. They're going quick.
Okay. Our contestants, the delegates for Miss Universe Belize, Kayla Awe, Alicia Banner, Nicole Hamilton, Jenelli Fraser, Kelsey Tillett.
Kiah Pastor. Did I get your name? Kiah?
Kiah.
Oh my gosh. Kiah Pastor, Reid, Shante Morgan, Christalyn Castillo, Selena Urias, and Jessica Flores. 11 beautiful, lovely Belizeans ready and set to represent this country.
All right, and there you had it. You saw it here first. Of course, you have a Facebook page where people can follow them as well.
Yes, Miss Universe Belize Pageant, and Instagram, Miss Universe Belize.
All right, keep on following, show your support, and most importantly, buy your tickets for that show in August. We are going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, it's for Brock It Down with Jenny.